Alright, so we're gonna give this a whirl. This is Fishing Barents Sea. I played it a little bit, not too much. It's basically you start out with this little ship here, and you do a lot of long line fishing, which you set a line in with a buoy, you stretch it out, it'll sink the actual line, and you'll place another buoy down, and the line will sit there and has bait on it, of course, and yeah, in real life it has bait on it. In the game it doesn't. And you catch fish. You're basically working your way up till you get to, I think it's called trawl line or trawl fishing, which is basically a big ship that sucks the fish up out of off of the ocean floor and puts them in a tank on your ship. So we'll start a new game. Jan Nielsen. I think I know a person named that, and it's not a dude. Just saying. Let's go with Windy Fellow. Oh, I should probably use capital. There we go. I don't really need the tutorial, so we'll start without it. And here we go. This is probably going to end up just being a test video, but we'll see how it works. Alright, so anyways, the menu is a little weird, as you can tell. Everything's a little funky, so you have to kind of pay attention to what you're doing. Anyways, once you're at the dock, after your tutorial, of course, you'll learn all about the docking procedure and stuff in the tutorial, of course. But as for this video, we need to go into the fish market, see what's... We can only fish for, I think it's cod, haddock, mackerel, pollock, and redfish. Now, there is another fun fact we should look at real quick. Each ship has its own quota, so you can only catch 30,000 kilograms of cod or 20,000 kilograms of haddock in a single season. Now, the seasons are long, so it's very possible that if you really wanted to stick with this ship the entire time for that first season, you could potentially hit this. Now, I think I got really close on the redfish on my other playthrough, but I already switched to another ship after that, and yeah. Here we have our upgrades. Can't really afford upgrades at the moment, because we're going to have to buy some long lines, and I think, no, we don't have to buy fuel. But we go back to the fish market. We got to go to buy long lines. We already have two of these 250 ones. We'll probably sell both of those. Well, I probably shouldn't have sold both of those. I want to buy one of these. Well, poop. We'll just go back and buy both of those back. We'll be back right where we started? No, we won't. I have zero money now for some reason. Alright, now we're back. Like we were here buying long lines. We need to bait them. Depending on what you want to fish for, the bait will show you what you're more likely to catch per long line. So with krill, you get redfish. I think that's paddock. Not for sure. Can't remember. I guess we could look here. No, it's pollock, I think. Yeah, pollock. Yeah. And then you got, see, this is cod, and then this should be a mixture of everything but redfish. I think I typically ran crab. I think crab. Oh, shrimp was the most expensive. I think I'm gonna go with shrimp though. I'm gonna go. Oh, we'll do 2 shrimp. We'll go back, and then let's see what we have. I don't think we can do anything. Here you can hire people, but our boat doesn't support another person on it right now. Here you can take loans out. Um, these actually change per how much money you do have in your bank account currently. So I think the highest I've gotten it up to is almost 300K. But the interest rate also goes up, so you got to be careful with that. The bar is where you do specialty jobs in each location. So there's Hammerfest. There's oh, I can't remember all the names of them, but we'll end up going to all of them eventually. Here you can pay to have some towing, so you pay $10,000 per year for free towing to the closest port. This is if you're out, you run out of gas, and you have nowhere to go, and you basically use it, and boom, you're back at the whichever port you're closest to. Now, currently, you always start out with no rescue service membership. You'll be charged $8,000. Chances are, if you ran out of fuel, you probably didn't have money to begin with, so you might be pretty screwed. Now, oh, that's the wrong button. Oh, no, it's not. That's the right button. That wasn't the right one. So, 16K. It's not really worth on your first ship to unlock the radar because it doesn't increase the sight line on the map, mini map, and I'll show you the mini map here in a second. But here you can change how much quota. That bar I showed you earlier for each boat is different. The allotment for the year per boat. This is definitely not worth it for this boat because your third one is 1,000,000 crowns, and your boat here is only like 5,000 crowns. So yeah, and then the searchlight upgrades might be worth it. I don't know if we're gonna be out in the middle of the ocean that much. And then the mast upgrade, I'm not exactly for sure what this does. I wonder if this actually helps with the radar, maybe. I'm not for sure. Now, the engine upgrades are also not super worth it. But we will end up having to buy all these storage upgrades because it will take us a second to get all the way leveled up to the point where we can actually go and do stuff. Oh, and there's also boat damage, so just be careful when you come in and hit something there. So right now on the map you can see everything. Which won't be the case once we leave the dock area. There's your throttle, fuel, your durability, and of course how fast you're going, which is not very fast. And then this is how much your boat will hold. It'll actually fill up. You can only hold 3,000 kilograms at the moment, which is not a lot of money, or a lot of fish. But yeah, as you can see on the map, there's all this grayed out area, which will actually change once you drive your boat through it. So what we're going to do is actually pull up. Let's go this way a little bit. We're going to pull up our map. We're going to go here. We're going to go. Let's go fishing for some cod. So this shows a very lightly populated area of where cod is. There's another one over here, and some over here. What you're really looking for is a big yellow section, like that right there, that bright yellow. This is king crab. We don't have a boat for that, but I just wanted to show the yellow for how densely the population of that species is, and where you would like to fish for that species. So like king crab, that would be where I would probably hit it, and I would probably hit like here and slowly go in, because when you fish this will actually start to go down to a darker blue, and then if you fish it completely, it'll actually disappear. And then you have to wait for them to respawn or drive all over the place trying to find another one. We might actually go for some haddock, because cod are actually here too. We can get some cod, haddock. I bet you, yep, there's pollock. We'd probably just go here to try to get some pollock. They'll probably be the best ones to get here. So yeah, let's sail out there. We can use these place waypoints button, and I like to place it like right there, and then you hit fast travel, and then your boat goes woo. Now let's exit. Now I don't like how this map over here doesn't show anything. This will bring up your weather. You can see what the weather's going to be like throughout the week, of course. Right now it's raining. Um, here's line info, storage, sonar. So there's a little crab. And if I drive forward some, it should show up. There's some fish right there. Now it's not to scale or nothing, like it's not going to show all the fish that are right here. It's just showing where a good spot to lay down some gear would be. So there's another button for interior view, and I don't remember which one that is. Let me see. Let's go back to GPS. Let's go with. I thought it was F. Anyways, you can go first person. I'll figure that out. Again, I don't remember all of these freaking buttons. I'm new to. I'm new to the PC, but oh, it's V. That's weird. But bear with me, and boom. Now this is what the inside of our little boat looks like. You can interact with everything. The logbook here, I'm pretty sure, just shows what you catch when you catch it. Here's these events. Oh, it tells you. So there's low haddock demand right now. So we want to try not to catch that much, because we will not get paid a lot of money for those. Mackerel breeding is up, so that means that mackerel would probably be what we'd like to go for. And yeah. Huh. Anywho, and then this is actually the sales section. So when we catch stuff and sell it, we'll see it here. Now this is our amateur fishing license for our little boat. It's you, we have to travel 20 kilometers to get this to bump up to the next license, which will allow us to drive the Yazzie, the Borg, or the Toby. I think I went with the Toby, but we'll look at them and come back to it. But all right, now we're gonna increase our throttle a bit so we start going forward. We'll probably do it all the way, because when you throw the line out, it actually will drag the boat down. So see, you throw it out, And now you go slow till the line goes all the way out, and bam. And now we'll go full speed again. Wait a bit. You want to put a little bit of distance between your long lines, or else you're not going to catch much fish. Um, but as you can tell, we're getting pretty far away. I would say that this would probably be good enough. Now there is no wait time, I don't think. So we can't sit out here and wait that long. So we'll actually just probably drive around. There's a island. Oh, that might be the island right there. No, I think that's the island. What is happening here? Oh, there we go. Yep. So we'll probably just fast travel real quick to the edge, come down and come around, and then come back, and that should. I think you want to get it at about 19 hours to 20 hours or 22 hours. Yeah. But if you wait any longer than that, it'll start going the opposite way. So here we go. Now we're just gonna travel around a bit. I like this game for the most part. There are some tedious things you have to do, and some things get repetitive. But overall, this is a really nice game. I wish there was more effects in the water. Um, there are the farther out you go, but as for like big waves and stuff, it really isn't anything like that that'll actually damage your ship. So here in just a second, you'll be able to see. Here, we'll just zoom in. There we go. You see how small that line is? That's what the radar does. And the radar, the first upgrade will only bring it out to like here. It won't do much more than that, which is why I don't feel like it's worth the upgrade. I mean, it's only 4,500, but hey, if we don't want to save that kind of money and go back in and uh, buy it and whatnot, we can. But we're gonna go around this island. It gives us a little lane that we can go through. We can't fast travel in the gray. You have to have it unlocked. But with this little ship, it's so hard to unlock a lot of area without without having a much bigger radar, and you don't really get a bigger radar with this one. So, but nighttime gets pretty cool. There are uh, different lights. So here's our work lights for when we actually have to come back here and catch the fish, and we'll end up gutting them and all that fun stuff. And then here's the searchlight. I can't remember how the searchlight works. I want to say there's a button in here that you can push. Oh yeah, there it is. Q and E. There you go. So you can rotate it here, or when you're just out and about, you can rotate it here. It'll make more sense once it's nighttime. But yeah, it's basically your headlight, or if you're catching fish at night, use it to try to find your buoys. And then this is the horn. It's a little guy, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I can actually get up. I can stop driving. You can go in here, which is just like a little furnace in here. You can turn that on, warm up. You know, there's a little hammer. You gotta fix some stuff, whatnot. You can look out your little window. You got some fire extinguisher in case you catch this wooden boat on fire with your frickin' furnace. Then you come back out here. You can actually come out here onto the back while the boat is still going. You know, have yourselves to look around. And you'll be like, oh crap, we're about to hit something. And then you can hit E to drive, and you can drive it from out here. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm pretty sure I can even... Yeah, there you go. Oh, he don't actually look like he's driving it, but... Well, dang. Oh, and one thing to also be cautious about. So if it takes us 3.5 hours to get to here, that means it'll take us 3.5 hours to get back. So, that being said, we know that it's going to at least probably be another 3.5 hours this way, and then 3.5 hours there. So what's that, like 7 hours? It'll put us about 10 hours. We still won't have it, but then we can use the fast travel bits and try to figure our own way out. But yeah. That's about it. Line info. This will bring up all of your deployed gear. I think you can switch between boats even if you have something out with a different boat. So this helps you keep track of all of the gear that you would have out if you were doing that route. I never got into that just yet. I'm about halfway through the game on my other save. But I figured this would be a good starter YouTube save and see where it goes. But yeah, we're gonna keep sailing out here and probably come back when something happens. Alright.